All right, Shalom. All right, this is Ari again for GMS Tampa Bay 07 and GMS 13 rulership. Let's start by giving all praise and glory and honor to the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, that mighty, great millstone, and who rule and teach well. Sing a salutation to all the brothers out there who push the word in truth and sincerity week in and week out, day in and day out, without wavering in sound doctrine. And of course, shalom to all the sisters that are listening in meekness, quietness, and humbleness. All right, and basically want to go back in on the topic of labor and doing the work, because brothers, we all got our own spiritual lots, our own measure of faith in this thing. However, we want to make sure that we understand that as long as we do this work, the Lord is gonna deal with us correctly. When I say correctly, I mean He's gonna deal with us in a positive way, because the Lord always deals with us correctly, right? So just to clear that up, all right. The Lord's gonna deal with us in a positive way, in a beautiful manner, all right. As long as you're doing this work in truth and sincerity, you're gonna be rewarded, all right. And I'm sure anybody here, as a prophet or as a hopeful prophet or hopeful man of the Lord, is looking for a reward, all right, a positive reward. Slakia. Sorry, had to happen though. But the point is that we're doing this because we're seeking the kingdom of heaven. We don't want to be destroyed out here in this place, because brothers understand that what's about to come here to America and all across the earth, it's gonna be a terrible thing. And we all hope and pray that we're going to be saved out of that mess. And I personally hope and pray that the brothers are going to be saved out of that mess, and of course myself, and even your brothers' loved ones, because it's going to be so bad out here. It's going to be a horrible experience, and I don't want to go through it, and I don't want to see any of my brothers go through that shit, man. And it's going to happen. But if you're doing the work in truth and sincerity, no matter what kind of hell you're catching out here, you know that you're going to get through it. So let's get a couple of scriptures here and we'll wrap it up. Let's start in the book of 2 John, verse 8. It says, "Look to yourselves, that we lose not those things which we have wrought or have worked for, but that we receive a full reward." Okay, let's read it again. "Look to yourselves, that we lose not those things which we have wrought." Okay, and the things that we have wrought are, is these epistles that we put out, our service by going on the highways and byways and pushing that word out in front of our enemy. Okay, all right, that's our work right there. Okay, but that we receive a full reward. So we're not gonna lose the things that we work for, man. We're gonna get a full reward. All right, meaning we're gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven. You gotta remember that the elders and apostles, they've been out there for some of them damn near 30 years. Hey, the elder apostle Tahar, over 30 years. Elder apostle Rakah, I believe he's close to 30 years. You gotta understand, that's a long time. That's longer than a lot of you brothers have been alive. Hey, when they were out there laboring, I was playing with G.I. Joes. Okay? I was getting my diaper changed and shit, man. So you gotta understand, you have a measure of faith. You're gonna need to do this work. And once you start doing it, you gotta understand the Lord's not gonna destroy you for doing, just because He wants to destroy you. He could, but that's not how the Lord works. The Lord is merciful. As great as His wrath, it's always His mercy. So you gotta understand, man. You out here, you really sincere, and you sighing and crying. The Lord's gonna save you, man. If you really truly hate your lives in this place, you truly hate being an American. And I use that loosely. And we ain't Americans, bro. We Israelites. But you in America, you a Jake in America. If you truly hate that, man, the Lord's gonna take you out of this mess. Especially if you're doing what He asked you to do. You're following the Lord's statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, and you pushing His word out, man. You studying, things of that nature. The Lord's not gonna destroy you. He's gonna try you, but He's not gonna destroy you, not utterly. All right. This is the 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. So keep that in mind. All right, you're gonna receive your reward according to your labor. All right, and your labor is gonna go off of your faith. All right, how much faith do you have? That's gonna show. That's gonna show in the work you put out. You put in that good work out, guess what's gonna end up happening? You're gonna reap a beautiful reward. But if you're not putting any works out, your reward is gonna be a violent death. Ultimately, you will inherit the kingdom of heaven, but you're not gonna be in one of the ruling class. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you're seeking for? To be the best? All right. Hey man, brothers gotta want it, man. And you know I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, because I know I could do better. But the vibration has to be put out there. This still has to be done. This works. We're not in martial law yet. We're not in the time of Jacob's trouble. This is the beginning of sorrows that we're in right now. All right. We see the wars and the rumors of wars. All right. We see the beginning stages of the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, according to Revelation chapter 13 and chapter 14. So it's coming, but we're not at the end yet. So you can't just start, resting and chilling. All right, we still got a lot left to build, man. Hey, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, what the elder apostle Tahar say, he believes that the elect is already sealed. It's all a matter of finishing the work. Hey, there may be some of the 1/3 that needs to be cleansed in this thing. However, there's still prophecy that needs to come to pass, so we can't just fall back. Oh, the work is done. No, it ain't done yet. You stop now, guess what? Your reward is gonna be death. You're not gonna get a beautiful reward. You're gonna get rewarded death. Because what's it say? It says, and again in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8, it says, "Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor." Okay. For we are the laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building. Okay? So the husbandry is the workers, man. The laborers out in the field, plowing the field. And we're doing this spiritually, okay? We're the Most High's husbandry. We're the Most High's laborers, workers. Okay? You understand? We're doing this for the Heavenly Father. We got to seal this elect, bros. We got to make sure the elect is sealed. We don't know, okay? Through the spirit, yeah, it's sealed, but that don't mean we don't know. There's no confirmation of that yet. So we got to continue to push. I believe they're sealed too. If the elders believe it, I believe it. But the point is, there's still work to be done. We still got to condemn these heathen. We still got to condemn 2/3 of our people. We still got to show them their transgressions. The house of Jacob, their sins. Hey, don't get weary, man. You ain't gonna win this race. Don't get weary. This is the book of hold on. This is the book of Luke chapter 10 verse 2. Therefore said unto them, this is Yahushua speaking, the harvest truly is great. It says the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. Because and the laborers start with us. Okay? So we pray that we get more laborers, because the more laborers we have out here, the closer we are to getting the hell out of here, bros. So by us putting out the work, that's gonna compel Jake to come into this truth. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna learn the doctrine, and they're gonna push out the truth. More laborers. All right, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for more sincere brothers to come into this thing. You know, they're waking up. Jake is waking up, man. They're starting to understand that. You see little flickers of it, where Jake is understanding that the so-called white man is his enemy, and these other nations are his enemy. All right, you see the Hispanics, and you see the Native Americans. You see them. Last year with the whole pipeline thing in the North Dakota and all that, you saw that. You don't think that they understand that the so-called white man's the enemy? Although they're bugged out, but you know, hey, the Lord may deliver a couple of those guys. They come across this truth. All right, you're gonna see them laboring. They're gonna come in at the 11th hour, right before martial law. You're gonna see a influx of Jake come into this thing. More Gadites. You're gonna see, you know, more Judites. You're gonna see it. Damn, I'm a Gadite. Oh man, the Bible really is for us. Wow. But you got to be putting the work out. Otherwise, how are they going to get the message, you know? It says, Luke 10:2 again, it says, therefore he said unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into the harvest. Okay? So you know, the brothers, we are the laborers. Verse 3, go your ways, behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. Okay? So we going out there, you know, as harmless lambs amongst a bunch of brute beasts. Okay, we're sent forth out there as lambs, bros. Okay, you gotta understand, man. We going out there, we putting our bodies up as a living sacrifice, according to Romans chapter 12, I believe. You know, let me see if I can find the junk real quick. Joker. Yeah, man, this is a beautiful thing that we're involved in, but at the same time, is highly dangerous. It's not to be taken lightly in any way, shape, or form. Romans chapter 12, verse 1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. So this is our reasonable service, brothers. This is the least we can do, man. All right. This is the least we can do, man. We are filthy, disgusting creatures. The least we can do is cry aloud for forgiveness, mercy. Okay? We put these disgusting, whacked out bodies as a living sacrifice to the Lord. That's all we got, bros. We ain't got nothing really good to sacrifice to the Lord but these vile, dirty, stinking, sickly, decrepit. All right. Yeah, man. Come on, bros. We ain't shit, man. But we are somebody. Lord willing. Lord willing, we somebody. And I believe we are. Me personally, I believe, you know, the brothers are. You know who we are. You see the brothers' faces. They somebody, man. You see the elders' face. They somebody, man. I don't know who they are, but they somebody. Got to be somebody. Let's get some more scriptures. This is the Bible, man. The Bible the whole time was for so-called black people and Latinos and Indians. The whole time. Wow. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 6. Where was it? Yeah, I like this one. The brother Ibaya gave me the scripture the other day, and I was meditating on it. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verse 10. For the Most High Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name. Let me read that again. For the Most High Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. Okay, because what's love? Love is the keeping in the commandments. Okay, and so brothers are keeping the commandments, not perfectly, but pretty damn good in this place. The Lord's not going to forget that. What it says, he's not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that ye have served to the saints, the Israelites, and do minister. It's continue to minister. Okay, so the Lord's not going to forget what we have done and what we are doing. All right, so that's why you got to remember, what are you doing? Are you doing righteous things, or are you doing this niggardly things? Niggardly. All right, we got to make sure we're doing righteous things. Yeah, we be in our folly sometimes. That's okay, but where's your predominant thoughts? Where's your heart? All right, you know, your mind rather. Okay. Is it on things spiritual, or you got that demon of mammon on you? All right. I gotta check myself on certain things too, man. We in this flesh, man. Sometimes I be like, damn, I can get this money. You know, I'll be out late at night, you know, doing a little driving thing, or whatever the case is. Hey, I need to get some damn sleep and crash the car. Okay, we gotta, you know, let's balance this thing out, bros. Okay, what is it? A false balance is abomination to the Heavenly Father. So we gotta make sure we're balanced beings. We're supposed to be examples onto the nations. We're supposed to be examples onto the rest of our nation. So we gotta be showing ourselves as men of the Lord. Sure, we can have fun too here and there, but what the hell kind of fun you gonna have in this place, man? Yeah, man, I have fun when I'm with my brothers, bro. That's fun, man. We can sit here and we gotta have spiritual conversation with the brothers. That's fun, man. We don't even have to have alcohol. As long as I'm with the brothers, man, that's fun. I don't want to leave those guys. My guides, okay? I believe that word guide goes back. Guy goes back to the word guide. All right. I don't want to leave those men. I don't want to leave those guys. That's fun, man. Being around brothers, having spiritual conversation. That's fun. All right. I can't have fun any other way in this world anymore. All right. I may look at something on the internet to pass the time, but what's your mindset? It's on spirituality. Okay. You look at a movie. You're looking at it with a spiritual eye. You're looking at it with your spiritual eye. Okay? You're not just looking at it, oh yeah, that was a dope movie. No, we're looking at everything spiritual. Everything we look at is spiritual. Look at the damn cartoons. Looking at it spiritual. Scriptures is going to your head. Look at a Michael Jackson video. Scriptures is popping up in brothers' heads. Okay? Let me stay in the book of Hebrew. Book of Hebrew, chapter 10. Book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 35. It says, cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. Okay? Cast not away, therefore, your confidence. So you got to have faith. All right? We're not talking about pride. Pride and confidence are two different things. All right? There ain't nothing to be proud of out here. However, we have a lot to be confident about, because we see things. We see things that the average human is oblivious to. So we're confident. We know. We know. All right. You brothers out there, you know too. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. We know that this place is about to end. We know that we the Israelites. It's obvious. It's painfully obvious. Okay? So it says what? Cast not away therefore your confidence. So don't cast away your faith. Confidence, con means with, and fidelity. Okay? Which goes back to faith. Alright? You understand? So we with faith over this mode. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. So this is going to be our payback. All right, our faith is, we're going to be paid by our measure of faith, man. So that's why it's great to pray for faith. Hey, a man that gives a prophet a cold cup of water, man, he's going to receive a prophet's reward, man. He ain't a teacher or a prophet, or you know, but he's going to get a reward because what? He showed faith by believing in the words coming out of men's mouth. Ultimately believing in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Get it? That's faith. To just, man, these men are telling the truth. Let me see if they need something. Give them water, buy them lunch, help them out in some way. They're gonna get, you know, those people out there you see, they're gonna get rewarded too. You see, you be at camp and then you see somebody you never see again. He come by and drop you off water, man. Or he'll drop you off something that he thinks that may make our lives easier. That act right there may get him into the kingdom of heaven. All right, because he has faith that what we're doing is righteous. thus having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Alright, this is the last one I want to get out real quick. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 3. We'll start at 2. Okay? It's just talking about a time never before seen. So we'll start at 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Okay? Talking about the ones that have died. 2/3 of you that have died because you didn't believe, you didn't have any faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua or the prophets. Okay? Well, ultimately Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you scorned the prophets. You scoffed at them. Okay? So y'all that died, it says many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. So you're going to wake up in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? You're going to wake up in the kingdom of heaven as a newborn baby. But it says, some to everlasting life. Alright, so some of you that die, okay, you're going to wake up to everlasting life because maybe you died in righteousness. Maybe you believed, alright, but the Lord still took you out. So when you wake up in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to wake up with your immortal body. Yeah, Lord willing. I mean, I'm not sure how it's going to go down, but you're going to wake up to everlasting life. Okay? You're going to be rewarded because you did show a measure of faith. Alright? And there's brothers in this thing that have passed away. Alright? You think they're going to... Come on, well, let me read the rest of it. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So you think those that had faith and did the work in truth and sincerity and had happened to pass away before the end came, you think they're going to wake up to everlasting shame and contempt? No. They're going to wake up to everlasting life. That's just their lot for them to pass away in this time. The Lord required their souls, so whatever the case is. Alright? But those that had a problem with the prophets and got a problem with order and Yahweh Shem Yahushua and hate Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're going to wake up to everlasting shame and contempt. Your head's going to be down in the kingdom for a period of time. Alright? Verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. So the point is that. So if you turn in brothers to righteousness, okay, by this work, by pushing this work out in truth and sincerity, you're turning brothers to righteousness. Brothers watch your videos and they're edified and they're trying to change their ways and they're looking in the scriptures and they're reading along with you and you know they telling you to water on the comment board. Hey man, you waking brothers up to what is it, righteousness, man. It says, and they that turn, it says I'll read it again, verse 3, Daniel 12:3, and they that be wise, okay, shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. Alright, so the brothers that are wise, who are they? Those are the ones that are putting their bodies up as a living sacrifice in sound doctrine, learning under the elders. Alright, staying in order. Those are the wise. They're gonna shine as bright as the firmament. So they're gonna shine bright like the sky. And they that turn many to righteousness. How do you turn someone to righteousness? By going through the scriptures and convicting them through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And showing them the way, turning them to righteousness. It says, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. The star shines for, damn near forever, it seems like. Although the stars do expire according to Esau's magic or Esau's science. Okay, we're gonna find out all about that in the kingdom. But the point is, you're gonna shine forever and ever. Okay, brothers are gonna shine forever and ever. You pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. You putting your body up as a living sacrifice. You doing the work. You're gonna shine forever and ever. That's the point. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom to the elect. Lord willing, this was edifying to somebody of the elect. And just keep your eyes on the prize. Never look backwards. All right, because you never know what tomorrow will bring.